You are listening to Venus Rose, interactive spiritual Q&A and the power of sound.
Music is like sunshine.
Hello, conscious souls. How are you feeling? It is cold in Europe. The -degrees Celsius are not in the double digits anymore, but the wind is howling. The east wind is haunting us at present, and the restless energy that many beings carry due to the solar flares is pushed even harder. For those of you who have not heard about them, in short, solar flares are electromagnetic eruptions from the sun that burst out into the cosmos. Currently, they are quite strong and go into Earth's direction. While satellites, for example, can be affected, our biological system is influenced as well. Sensitive people might have headaches, and I must admit, in 2024, I had long periods of times where I was not able to sleep well, what of course had consequences for my entire system. We are in Aquarius season, and as you might have heard, we are in the beginning of the Age of Aquarius. And some of the astrologers I listen to are saying that for the next 18 years the Aquarius season will be especially important for the planet. This year, 2026, we have Neptune and Saturn switching the signs into Aries during this season, which is huge. For example, it has been approximately 160 years since Neptune has been in Aries, according to tropical astrology measurement. They are both outer planets that move slow, and they are beginning a new cycle within Aries, the number 1 in the circle. The underlying current from Neptune will change from foggy dreaming to practical action, so the next 14 years, a call to bring things into movement, is way more accessible for all of us. The Aquarius energy is independent, but influences the collective and group dynamics in general. In astrology, the 11th house that is associated with Aquarius is also about friendships. I get to know new people on regular basis. I have many different circles in their special settings that I operate in. It is in my nature to observe not only the personalities of the beings that I come in contact with, but the dynamics in between everyone as well. The vibe from member to member in a specific group, may it be friendship or work related. One of my mentees said that the energy in a certain circle determines whether you evolve as a being or stay small. The question here is, what dynamics in a group are necessary in order to thrive for an individual? Of course, that depends on each personality in general, but there are certain things that have a big influence. I call us humans mammals, who like to be in a herd. Not everyone does, but we do need some kind of connection, whether it is with an animal or plants. We tend to look for an environment where we blend in, to some degree. In teenage years, it is all about the optics, which never totally fades from what I have observed. But when we mature, we gravitate more to circles where we feel supported in our opinions. It is a way to feel safe. Our subconscious mind still reminds us that in older times we were doomed without the herd or family. In today's day and age, everything is seemingly about the individual, but still everyone is hanging out on socials to get likes from others. Please don't get me wrong, it is just an observation which reflects back the core nature of the energy that drives us all. We need to be aware of ourselves in order to get to know and lastly love who we truly are. It is so significant to live this individuation process and one day be aware what actually happens. To evolve will be much easier then. Every group, whether it is the family, friendship circles or others, who allow you to be your individual self and still welcome you fully, are of course the ones that support you. Most of the time, though, we often restrict ourselves to fit in. Adults often pointing their fingers on the teens while not realizing, due to the lack of awareness, as I mentioned earlier, that they are still doing the same. Flocking somewhere, whether it is in a chat room or blog, or in personal in a gathering of some kind, to sing in a choir of a certain opinion, preferably against some other choir with a different one. I'm not trying to say that we all have to have the same viewpoints all the time. On the contrary, I personally love it when someone elaborates on their view and I get to learn new things on the way. I think we have to be able to agree to disagree at times, but many people simply can't. And this is where we need to be careful, to be true to ourselves and stand our ground. I love how some individuals on the Buddhist path say, "You have to hold your seat," which translates to me like, do not waver because of the noise others make. For me personally, the core values that are most important in my world need to be the same for the group that I participate in. If it is not given, I might still visit, because I think you can learn something from anybody you meet, even if you have been reassured that this is something you do not want for yourself. Many moons ago, when I was for the first time in a deep spiritual circle, I thought the dynamics would be different than usually, but I was shocked. The themes were beautiful, but the underlying current was narcissistic and selfish at times. Not everyone. I found friends there, nevertheless. At the end of the day, I've learned that our heart decides. If you feel light-hearted around others while discussing things, the feeling of fun and joy breathes through you while talking and expressing yourself, then you have found a group where evolving comes natural. This is what I love about the frequency of Aquarius, the allowance to be free and the wish to gather at the same time. So let's see what else this energy has in store for us in the upcoming weeks. I love to hear from you. Send me questions. The themes are still about being independent, idealistic, rebellious, innovative, and humanitarian. You can leave things in the comments of my YouTube channel named Crystal Seraphim Sounds or my Instagram. For those of you who do not have social media and love to send questions or would like to book a one-on-one session to go on a soul sound journey with me to discover new connections, send me an email for further details. You can find everything in the show notes. Thank you for tuning in. Have a beautiful start into the new week. And as always, let me know what moves you. Love to you all. Rose.